We are doing all the ETL transformations. Okay. That means in Excel, we are doing all ETL transformation. That means what is ETL? Means extraction, transformation, loading. These are the things we can do it in Excel. Okay. The same thing we can do it in Power BI also. Okay. That means, okay, same ETL related transformation option that we can do it in Power BI also. That means in Power BI also we can do extraction, transformation, and loading. But what is the difference between Excel and Power BI is, see here, in Excel, what we can do, we can extract the data from the different data sources and we are doing a transformation, but presenting the data in a pictorial format, for that in Excel, very less visualizations are there. Okay. And those are not look and feel. So that's the reason Power BI is came to the picture. Okay. Excel and Power BI both are similar. Okay. In Excel, we are creating a sheets data. Okay. But in Power BI, presenting the data in a pictorial format. Presenting a data in a pictorial format. That pictorial format, we can call it as visualization. Understand? Okay. In Excel, we just preparing a data in a table format that we can store it in a each and every sheet in the Excel. Okay. But in Power BI, okay, so we are doing some transformation options, and after doing a transformation, the final data we can present it in a pictorial format. For presenting a pictorial format, we are using a different types of visualizations in Power BI. Understand or not? Because see here, suppose for example, you have Excel data is there. I want to see there are different countries data is there. Okay. The same countries data. Okay. If I want to, like individual country, I want to see is that one means you have to filter those particular one. That means you need to filter that particular year. Then what is the total sales or average sales or what is the maximum sales and everything that you can select that and you can see that one. Like that, if you want to see all the data, that means all the years data total sales I want to see. Okay. For that one, it is taking time to see it in Excel because the data we can present it in a table format. Okay. When we are seeing a table format of data, okay, if you want to see any type of any specific related one, if you want to see, then you have to filter it and you can see that one. But in Power BI, it is not like that. At a time with one view, all the countries related, how much sales it is there, we can see it in one view. Okay, that is the one. That means so there is a difference between table format of data as well as visualization. Means visualization can understand within fraction of seconds, but table format of data, it is taking to time to understand each and everything. Okay, that means it will take too much of time. Okay, you have to filter a specific related one, then that related data you can see like that. Okay. And so another one is Excel. Sorry, SQL Server. What is SQL Server will do? So in this Excel or Power BI, we cannot store the old data permanently. Always, whatever the data is there in the data source, that we can connect it and load the data. Okay. But if you want to store our regular data in a secure manner, means must and should, we have to use database. Okay. What is a database? That means database is nothing but storing the data in a secure manner. That we can call it as a database. That means how the data is stored in the database in a table format. That means rows and columns. But here in this particular SQL server, not only this one, in this databases, how you can see the data? That means you can see the old data also. That means historic data also we can see it in that one. Because in any of the table, we can see the historic data. Because SQL databases is only for storing the data. That means whatever business data is there, because every time business users want to see the old data or the latest data, or whenever they want to see the old data or latest data, anything, they want that data must be stored in a secure manner. Okay, for that, they are using a databases like SQL Server, Oracle, Hadoop, HANA. Okay, there are so many MySQL. Okay, there are so many databases are there. Those databases we can use it to store the data. So these are the Hmm. three different skills, which is the one which you can analyze the data properly and present the data in a pictorial format. Understand? This is the overview. Let's discuss practically and we'll see that one. Okay. Now see here. Okay. So in this PPT, I will show you on three different ways how we can present the data in a pictorial format. We can show that one. Understand clearly? Let's see practically. First, we need to discuss about Excel. Okay, what is Excel means? In Excel also, what Power BI will do, those are all operations we can do it in Excel. That means cleaning the data, analyzing the data, visualizing the data also. Okay, see, everyone knows only Excel is refer. It is just like a spreadsheet. Okay, everyone is saying that it is just like a spreadsheet. Spreadsheet means just storing the data in a table format in each and everything. That is wrong. Okay, in Excel, okay, we can clean the data. Cleaning means, what is the meaning of cleaning? Cleaning means, that means what users are expecting, that related data, if you want to present it in that particular table, that is called a clean. Actually, when we are pulling a table, suppose we are connecting with the SQL server data source and we are pulling the table. In the table, unwanted data will be there, unwanted columns are there. That means unwanted rows are there, unwanted columns are there. Those, by using either Excel or Power BI, we can clean the data. Understand or not? Cleaning means unwanted data we can remove, unwanted columns we can remove. Like this, there not only this one, there are so many other operations is there. Those all we can do that one. And after that, what is required, that only we can present it. And finally, we can present it that in a pictorial format. But see, that means, Vijay, even visualization also we can do it in Excel. Then what is the use of Power BI? Mean, see, look and feel is not good. Okay. And not mm, too many visualizations are there. Very less visualizations are there in Excel to present, because Excel is designed for only preparing a spreadsheet. Okay, only storing the data in a table format in a different spreadsheets. That's it. Okay, and after that they are expanding the Excel and cleaning the data and presenting with the few of the data in the visualization. Understand clear? Don't worry, I will show you practically. In this Excel, there are four major topics are there. What is that? There are four major topics are there. That is, okay, Power Query. Okay, Power Query, and we are doing some formulas and function. What is Power Query? I will tell you later. Wait. Okay. So let me first point is introduction to Excel. That means in Excel, how we can store the data and how we can present it in a different spreadsheet. Uh, okay, those related things we can know. Not only this one. So we can clean the data also. So in Excel, if you want to clean the data, then we have to use a concept called Power Query. Okay. So in Power Query only we are cleaning the data. That means we are loading the data from the different data sources, right? Okay. From the data sources, whatever data we are pulling from the data sources, though on those data, if you want to clean cleaning means removing columns, replacing values, changing the column name, changing the data type, remove the unwanted rows, remove the unwanted columns. Those all we can do it in Power Query only. Okay, don't worry, I will show you practically also. Okay. Another one is, see here, these Power Query related options are static. That means before running of the before running of that particular, before loading the data in the spreadsheet, whatever operations you require, that you can do it in Power Query. But in some cases, dynamically, that means dynamically, I want to do some operations like whichever user, whatever user is selected, those related operations. That means at the time of running a report, I want to see the different results. Then at that point of time, must and should you have to use functions or we can use formulas. Okay. I will tell you what are those formulas and everything, how to write the functions, how to write the formulas and everything. Okay. Next one is, third point is pivot tables and pivot charts. Okay. So once the data is prepared properly, then we can present that particular data in a in a in a pivot table format. What is pivot table? I will tell you later. Okay. Pivot table format or charts also. Okay. So these are the four different topics are there in Excel. Those are all the things step by step we need. I will explain to you. Okay. See here. Introduction to Excel. In Excel, what are the main things we can do? We are storing our data in spreadsheets, in different spreadsheets. Okay. That's what we know that one, right? But not only this one, we can analyze the data. We can present that particular data in a dashboards and everything that also we can create. Let's see step by step. Okay. See here. Suppose, for example, see here. Here. Okay. Here. Suppose, for example, what I am taking here it is, I'm creating one sample Excel. I'm taking an Excel. If you want to take an Excel means you know how to create an Excel, how to create a new Excel. You know, right? In your laptop or a desktop, whatever. See here. These Excel is a software. Excel is a software. That means only that particular one you have to run it either in the desktop or in laptop. Okay. So there are different types of Excels are there. A cloud related Excel also there. Desktop level, software level, also it is there. Whichever we that means whichever softwares are there, those are all must and should run it on your local systems only. Understand clearly. Okay. MS Office is a software, right? That you can run it on your laptop or a desktop on. It doesn't have online. So Excel also having a cloud that we can do it in, you can prepare Excel in SharePoint, okay, OneDrive or different things also that we can do. But right now we are discussing about MS Office related work that you can run it on your local system. That means in your system itself, you have to run that particular. Understand? Okay. Now, how to create an Excel means if you want to create an Excel, okay, so wherever in your laptop or a desktop, just right click on this one. There is a new option is there. Did you see Microsoft Excel worksheet? Okay. See here. This name is there. Okay. Suppose workshop one. I'm giving like this. Okay. I'm giving a name like this. Once you give this one, you just need to open this particular workshop. When you open a workshop, see here, this is an Excel. When you open this Excel, what are all the things are there? One by one, step by step, we need to discuss. Okay. So there are different options like cut, copy, paste, format, painter. Okay. And not only this one, like if you whatever data we are preparing here, that data, if you want to present with the different font size, okay, and if you want to put bold, italic, or font size, you already know all these options. Not only this one, okay, whatever the data we are getting, that data, okay, that whatever data we are getting from different data sources in Excel, that data, it always shows in a table format. Remember, very, very important. In Excel, wherever we are getting whatever transformation, that means whatever data you are cleaning, okay, the final data you can present it in two ways. Either we can show that we can show that particular final data in a table format, or else we can present it in a pictorial format. That means we can use different types of visualization and present the data. Okay, understand clearly. These are all the things we can do. Now, how to connect with in Excel? Everyone is preparing like everyone is preparing like preparing table format of data. That only you know that one. That means you only prepare the proper table format of data, like with the different columns and rows manually. You have to prepare. Okay. Along with that, if you want to prepare by your own table format of data, this Excel also will help you. Along with that, and if you want to suppose somewhere the data is there, that related data also we can pull it into Excel. Okay, understand clearly or not? That means not only this one, like we can suppose, for example, see here, in two different ways I will show you. See here, you can prepare like this. You know this particular point only. Okay, one, two, three, four, like this. A, B, C. Okay. So that means it will shows in a table format. This is the table format of show. That means with the different columns, with the different rows, it will shows. Everyone knows this particular point. That means, okay, in Excel, we can store the data. How we can store the data? In a table format. Table means containing rows as well as columns. Not only this one. Suppose, for example, this is one in one Excel, not only one table, you can create n number of tables. Okay, you can create n number of tables. Okay, how you can create n number of tables? That tables, either in one sheet you can create multiple tables, okay, or else in different sheets. Okay, that means, okay, here in Excel, different tables we can create it in different pages. Those we can call it as a sheets. Okay, that means in Excel, not only creating only one table, we can create n number of tables. N number of tables data we can store it in the spreadsheets. Understand clearly? See here, suppose I'm preparing, this is a table. Okay, if you want to create another table, not in this particular sheet, okay, this we can call it as a sheet or spreadsheet. Okay, we can call it this one as spreadsheet. That means this we can call it as one table or one data set it is. Understand clearly? Okay, so if you want to create another tables, okay, okay, so that means in another sheet, you can create another table also. That means for this one, if you want to create a new sheet, means by clicking on this plus button, you can create a new sheet. Okay. So in this particular sheet too, you can create another table. Like suppose, for example, product ID, ID, okay, and sales, something like 2, 3, 4, 5, and here sales is 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 3,000, 6,000, like this. Understand clearly? In different spreadsheets itself, whatever tables you require, that you can prepare it in Excel. This part, everyone knows this one. Okay. Another way also we can do. What is that way? That means because some tables are there in some other location. That means suppose now you have like a 4 to 5 records are there, then you can simply create that one. But suppose if it is like a 5 lakhs record, those are all the 5 lakhs record with the multiple columns. Can we create manually? It's very, very difficult. It's very, very difficult. So that's the reason what we can do. If suppose if the data is there in some location with huge amount of data, that related data directly you can load it and present it in Excel also. That also we can do that one. You understand what I am saying? Okay. How to do that one? How to connect with the different data sources? Okay. For connecting with the data sources, and not only connecting with the different data source data, after connecting, after connecting to the different data source, load the data into Excel, and with the data, if you want to do any modification, that also we can do it. For that one, how we can do that one? Let's see practically. Okay. See here. Okay. And here, see here, there is a data tab is there in your Excel. Okay. In the data tab, okay, in the data tab, did you see new query option is there or not? This is the option, this new query under the data tab, new query is the option to connect with the different data sources and load that particular data from the data source. Vijay, what you're talking about data source, data source. What is a data source? That means where the business users data is stored, that place we can call it as a data source. That means sometimes users are storing in Excel. Sometimes users are storing in SQL Server database. Sometimes users are storing in Azure. Sometimes users are storing in Hadoop. Sometimes users are storing in Azure. Okay, like that. Where the data, business users data is stored, that we can call it as a data source. Okay, so that means whenever the huge amount of data is there, that related data we are we cannot prepare manually because it is a time taking process. That's the reason, if suppose the data is stored in some other location, you can connect with that particular data source data and directly load that particular data into this Excel it is. For that, okay, under data, you have a new query option is there. Under new query, there are different options are there here from file. If it is a file related data source you want to connect it, then this is the one. File related, what are the data source are there? Excel workbook is there, CSV is there, XML file is there, text file is there, from folder also can do that. So that means file related, these are the data source. Any of the data source data, you can connect it here. Suppose, for example, if you want to connect with the databases like SQL Server database, okay, SQL Server Analysis Service database, Oracle database, IBM DB2 database, MySQL database, PostgreSQL database, Sybase database, Teradata, like the different database related data source are available under from database. Okay. Next one is Azure. If it is Azure having some Azure SQL, okay, Azure blob storage, and Azure table store. That means cloud related data sources also we can connect in Excel. Understand clearly. Not only this one, in from other sources. That means you can connect with web related one. Web data also we can load it. Okay. Web data also we can load it into Power BI. Okay. And so how it is connected, I will tell you. Okay. Web related table data, how we can load this one and everything step by step. I will explain to you. Wait. Understand clearly? Okay. So first of all, see here, these are the one and combine queries. Okay. Merge, append, all these things. I will tell you how to do these operations. What is the use of this one? Okay. If you want to connect with any of the data source, one of the example from file. So I'm because my data is available in Excel or CSV format, it is there. I want to connect that particular one. Okay. Then first whether that particular Excel data is there in your either in the laptop or desktop. That means these workbook or these that means these Excels or CSV, all the files must and should be there in your local system. It is these two options are not connecting with the online Excel, online CSV. Okay. These are connecting to your local. That means in your laptop or a desktop, what Excel or CSV files are there, those related one only can load that one. Suppose, for example, okay, I have what is that one is see here. I have a financial data is there. Okay. See here. What is this one? In this in this particular Excel, see here, I have financial data is there. This data I want to load it. How to load that one? I will tell you. See here. First of all, what is this one? Is this a CSV or Excel? How would I know? Go to properties. Under the properties, did you see? It is an Excel. Okay. XLS. Okay. So that means by using here in Excel, under new query, what is the option it is there? From file, from workbook. Because it is an Excel, that's the reason you have to choose that one. If suppose if it is CSV, you have to choose this particular one. Understand clear? You know? Next one. From workbook. Go to desktop location. And here, which is the data it is, like suppose for example, okay. See here, this is the data. I want financial data, right? This is the one. Select this one. Once you select that particular one, under that financial data, what sheet data is there? Because in the Excel, there are different sheets data is there. Which sheet data you want to load it, that you have to select. These are the sheet names that you have to select it. When you select that one, under that particular under that particular financial table, what data is there that it will shows here. Okay. For this one, did you see here below there are three options are there. Load, edit, cancel. Whenever, see here, after getting the data from the data sources, if you want to do any modifications, one second, actually, yeah, even though it is taking a big size. Okay, leave it about this one. Actually, here, okay, there are three options are there. Load, edit, cancel. These are the whatever the data we are getting from the data source like Excel or CSV or SQL Server or Oracle, or these are all data sources. Whatever the data getting from those data sources, and if you want to clean the data or if you want to modify on the data, means whichever tables you are selected, that on those tables, if you want to do modification, must and should you have to use edit option. You have to use edit option. Click on edit option. When you click on edit option, a new window will open. This window, we can call it as Power Query Editor window. What is that? Power Query Editor window. What we can do? We are cleaning the data in this particular window. Means I told you, right? What is the cleaning means? Removing columns, removing rows, replacing values, change the column names, all these things. If you want to do, must and should, you need to come to the Power Query. Understand? See here. When you come to the Power Query, see here. Here, the first option is close and load, close and load. I will tell you what is this one. Suppose if you click on close and load, what will happen is, okay, whatever operations you did it in this Power Query, those all it will saved in the Power Query memory. And after that, this window will be closed. That is the meaning, close and load. But if you click on close and load to means, okay, close and load. Close and load to means, close and load means what is the meaning? Whatever operations you did it, whatever Power Query operations you did it on the data set, it is saved in the memory, in the Excel memory. And after that, it will close this Power Query editor window. And that data, what data set data is there, this data set, it will shows in the spreadsheet. That is called close and load. But close and load to means whatever operations, Power Query operations you did it on any data set, okay, that it is saved and close this Power Query editor window, but the data cannot shows in the spreadsheets. Understand? Only save and load it in the Excel memory. That's it. Okay. This option is for only load and save, but it cannot show that particular data in the spreadsheet. This option, load, save, and show that particular table data in the spreadsheet. That is the difference. Understand clearly? Let's see practically. Click on close and load. See here. Did you see in the sheet 3, those related table data, automatically it will shows in the spreadsheet and it will save the data also. Understand clearly? You know? It will save and close that Power Query editor, and that data we can see it in the spreadsheet. Spreadsheet means with the table format of data, it will show. Vijay, how can I go again into Power Query? Means on the right side, did you see workbook queries is there or not? Okay. Here, you just need to double click on this data set. Again, you will go to the Power Query. Understand clearly? You know? Okay. Listen very carefully because what Power Query options are there here. The same same Power Query options are there in Power BI also. It is a interlinked tools. That's the reason it is a user friendly tool also. Everyone can easily to learn this particular one. Understand clearly? You know? See here. Okay. If you click on close and load to, means what is the meaning? Just enable the connection, but already it is loaded. Suppose when you want to connect with any different data sources, and then we can do that one. Suppose, for example, I want to load again with another data source. Then what will happen? See here on the under home tab, at the end you will see new source. Okay. Here itself, like again, I want to load CSV data. Then click on CSV data. Go to desktop. And here I have this is the CSV data. Click on data tab. Okay. See here that it is loaded. Now this I'm doing some Power Query options here. Okay. I will tell you how to do the Power Query. But I want to tell you first thing is what is the difference between close and load. Now, previous for financial data set, I'm applying close and load. Close and load. What will happen? Save and load and this Power Query editor window will be closed, and that data it will shows in the spreadsheets, right? Now, this data, now I want to save it and close this Power Query, but we cannot show this data set in spreadsheet. Then what you have to do, you have to click on close and log. Now, see here. Here, there are two options. Table only create. If suppose if you select a table, then only it is loaded in the spreadsheet. If suppose only create connection, then it cannot be loaded in the spreadsheet. Did you see here? See here. Did the data set data can it shows in the sheets itself? No, it is not showing. This data is related to financial data. Understand? But this data cannot, because we are enabling only connection. That means saving and load. If you want to show the data means you have to enable the option table. I'm enabling only connection. If you select a table, then only that data will shows in the spreadsheet. Understand clearly? This is the one. Suppose again, if you want to go to that Power Query means this is the one. See here, listen carefully. Some people have already, I think in this workshop, my students are also there here. Okay. Some people who are taking a Power BI related course from me, they will understand very easily what is Power Query. Because I already explained each and everything in Power BI. They already know what is these options and everything. Okay. Because in Power BI also same options will be there. Okay. Here, see here. Next one is refresh preview. What is the meaning of this one? Refresh preview means if you want to reload, suppose for example, in Excel Power Query, what will happen is in the data source, latest data will comes. Okay. From which data source we are pulling this particular data, from the same data source, the latest data is available. When the latest data is available in the data source, Power Query, Excel Power Query cannot pull automatically that latest data into Excel. You understand what I'm? That means when the latest data is available in the data source, Excel Power Query cannot automatically pull that one. You have to manually, you have to load it. How to load it? By clicking on the refresh view. When you click on refresh view, what will happen? It will connect it to the, from which data source these data sets are getting, it will connect to those data source and load the data into Excel Power Query. That is called a refresh view. Understand? Next one is properties. Properties means changing the data set name. Suppose I want to change the data set name. These are the data sets. These are the data set names. I want to change the data set name. How you can change it? Okay. There are three ways. One is by double clicking on, you can change the data set name. See here. Here. If you select this particular one on the right side, did you see properties here? 1, 2. See here, data set name is changed. Or yeah. So here in Excel Power Query, select that particular data set. On the right side, properties are there. Here only you can change the properties. Change the data set names. This is only for changing the data set names. Understand clearly or not? Not only. Next one is advanced editor. Suppose if you want to change the paths of this any of the data source, here only we can do that. Understand? And next one is choose columns. Choose column means I'm pulling Excel data. In that Excel data, there are 25 columns are there. What is that? 25 columns are there. But for showing the data in Excel spreadsheet, I don't want 25. Only 10 columns or 15 columns are required. Then what we have to do, in whichever data set data is there, in the data set, which columns are required, those only we can choose that one. For that, we have to use either choose columns or remove columns. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Suppose, for example, I'm using a choose columns. See here, in this data tab, I want country, month, sum of sales. First table not required. Last one is not required. Next one is not required. Previous one is. You have to uncheck. Whatever you uncheck it, those are deleted from the data set. Whichever it is checked, those only it is available in the table. Did you see this one? Only these columns are available. That means whichever columns you required, you have to check that one. Whichever columns you didn't require, you have to uncheck that one. Like this, we can do in this choose column. Like remove columns also. If you want to remove the columns, if you want to remove the columns of any of the data set, then what we have to do? See, remember each and every option because I want to show the difference between Excel Power Query and Power BI Power Query. Okay, both are same. Okay, same option. Each and everything I will show you. Okay, suppose if you want to remove the column, select the column first and click on remove. See here how simple it is. Simply we can remove whatever. Okay. So Power Query cleaning the data means this is the thing which you required those only if you want to. For this, there are different operations are there. Power Query operations are there. Those operations we can apply it on that respective data set. Understand clearly? Okay. You see here, not only this one, even we can remove the rows also. How we can remove the rows? By using remove rows option. Like remove top rows, bottom rows. See here, top rows means like first five records I want to remove, or bottom five records I want to remove, or alternative rows I want to remove. Like that. Suppose if I'm giving five, then what will happen? First five rows are removed. Okay. These are all the different options like remove rows, bottom rows, all these things. Not only this one, even remove duplicates also we can do. What is the meaning of remove duplicates? Suppose, for example, see here. Here, that means I want to show with less data. Uh, remove duplicates means what is the meaning is whichever column you selected under that column, each value will consider only one time. That is called remove duplicate. Vijay, I didn't understand. I will tell you. See here. Suppose I'm creating a one table. Okay. What is the table is? Mm, what I'm doing here it is in the same financial data. One more data set I'm preparing. That is okay. See here. Um, okay. See here. Suppose I have country column is there. In this country column, did you see same value is repeating multiple times? Sometimes in a column, same value is repeating. Canada is repeating. See here, so many times it is repeating. Like France is also repeating. Like other countries also, each value is repeating more than one time. This we can call it as duplicate column. This we can call it as a duplicate column. Vijay, how you can say duplicate column means if any one value is having same value is having more than one time, that column we can call it as a duplicate column. What is that? Duplicate column. In any of the column, if any value which is there more than one time, that we can call it as duplicate column. Same value more than one time it is there. So these are the duplicate. That means country column having some duplicate values are there. These duplicate values, I want to remove it. then we have to use remove duplicates. That means, what is the meaning of remove duplicates? Under the country column, each value we can consider only one time. That means under the country, Canada is only one, France one, and Germany one, Mexico one, like one record only we need. Then select the column, click on remove duplicate. Now, did you see in that column, whichever the value is repeated, only one time only it will consider. Remaining all the records are removed from the data set. This is remove duplicates. Understand clearly or not? Like this. Not only this one, see here, remove rows also it is there. Remove errors also it is there. Means error records if it is there, that it will. Like we can sort the column. Suppose, right, sort means ascending or descending. Okay. Those are the same operation way that we can do it. Suppose, for example, see here, select the column and click on, this is ascending, this is ascending. Ascending means smallest value to highest value. Descending means highest value to smallest value. When you click on this one, did you see it is sorted or not? Like if you want to sort any particular column, must and should you have to do this particular operation. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? Okay. So those things. Not only this one. Suppose I have, like, suppose for example, I will tell you one example. Uh, Actually, yeah. Suppose for example, I have full name column is there. Full name column is there. In that, what is that one? Naresh space IT. Okay. Vijay space Rama. Okay. Something like Krishna Kumar. Okay. Krishna space Kumar. Like that it will be there. That is the complete name. What I want to do, I want to segregate the name column into separate it as first name as well as last name. You understand my question? You understand my requirement, right? Suppose I have a name column is there. For that name column, I want to I want to split that particular column into first name as well as last name column. Two different columns. One column, I want to split it into two different columns. Then at that point of time, you have to use split column. Split column is the option. Okay. When you click on split column, then each column will be converted into multiple columns. But if you want to implement this concept, means must and should. What is required for you means in that column, at least one delimiter must and should required. What is the meaning of delimiter? In your keyboard, except numeric or special characters, whatever it is there, like at the rate, hash, colon, semicolon, comma, okay. Even space is also a delimiter. Okay. If any one delimiter is there, then we can split it. Otherwise, we cannot split. If there is no delimiters are there, we cannot split that column into multiple columns. Understand clearly? Must and should delimiter is required. Is that clear? Or not? Okay. So here, if you have a delimiter, then, but I didn't have multiple words related one. That's the reason. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So when you have the multiple columns related one, split column related one, it is there, then you can implement. Okay. Suppose if you use by delimiter, did you see with what delimiter first, that you have to select it. That means in that column, what is the delimiter? Which delimiter you want to split, that you have to select it. At each occurrence of the delimiter, you have to click on this one and click on OK. Now see here, this country column. Here there is no multiple words are there. That's the reason it is. There is no delimiter here, right? That's the reason it cannot be shown. But if you come down, Somewhere it is there. Did you see? United is one word. States is one word. Of is one word. America is one. Because in between these, if you come down, did you see here what it is there? United States of America. But in between each and every word, what delimiter is there? Space is the delimiter. Based on the space, it is split it into multiple columns. Understand clearly? No? Like that. Okay. Not only this one, like grouping the data. And here, and you can change the data type of any column. Like see here, I want to change the data type of this country column. Select the column and change the data type here, whatever you require. What is meant by data type, Vijay? Mean data type is nothing but what you are a human, what is the values are there under country column. It is a character values are there. That's the reason it character data type, that one. But applications like in application don't know what is the value that is. Okay. If the application want to know means must and should you need to follow the data types because applications will identify it based on the data type. What is the data type? What type of values we can store in that particular column? This data type will decide. So that's the reason data types must and should required in all the applications in any type of application data type because based on the data type only and when you're inserting what value that particular value whether it is a numeric or a character or a decimal or a date related that application will identify based on the data type. So if any of the column or data type if you want to change it means select the column and change the data type here. Understand clear? Another one is use first row as very, very important. Sometimes what will happen is when we are pulling the data from the data source, did you see, did you see the column names are there in the first row itself? Did you see the column names are available in the first row? But this is not the correct one. Column names always we need to show it in the header wise, not in the row level. So I want to convert the row level values into header. Header means column names. Then what option you will see? Did you see? Use first row as header is the option. If you click on that one, did you see? It is properly whichever row values are there, those it is converted into column headers. Sometimes when we are pulling the data into different data source, sometimes the column names are shows in the first row it is. Okay. By using this option, you can convert it into proper headers. Understand clearly? Okay. Next one is replace value. What is the replace value? Suppose, for example, okay. See, in this country column, I have a value called Canada. I have a value called Canada. In place of Canada, I want to replace some other value. That means because client don't want to see under the country column Canada. I client want to see different value in place of Canada. Then we have to use an option called replace value. What replace value will do? Whichever value you want to replace it. That means what is the meaning of replace value? From the existing value to new value if you want to place it in the same place. In place of existing value, in the same place, if you want to place it a new value, that we can call it as replace value. Understand clearly? See here. Suppose click on this one. Now, what value you want to replace it? That value must and should you have to give it here. And with what is the new value? That you need to give it here. That means in the country column, wherever Canada is there, in place of Canada, it is replaced with a C. See here. Understand clearly? Like this. Okay. Not only this one. Suppose if you want to apply some joins, then we have to use merge queries. Then we have to use merge queries. Some joins like I have the table is there. Okay. One table is there. Another table is there. Table one, table two is there. I want the table columns. Okay. Second table columns, I want to add it in the first table. Then we have to use merge queries. We have to use merge queries. Understand clearly? Okay. Understand clearly? Like this. Append queries means if you want to combine the rows of the multiple data sets. Okay. Suppose I have table 1 is there, table 2 is there. I want to combine the rows. This is columns combining. This is rows combining the data set. Okay. If you want to if you want to combine the different data sets, then we have to combine the rows of the different data set. Then we have to use a prompt. Don't worry. See, this is a workshop, but in the regular class, we will explain you with the practical examples and practical things. Understand? Okay. From Wednesday onwards, new batch will be started. So data analytics batch will be started on Wednesday. Okay. And in data analytics, except Python, remaining all the things I'm covering, like Excel, Power BI, SQL Server. Okay. SQL Server, 20 classes. Power BI, 2 months class it is. Excel related, 15 classes it is. These are all the things I'm trying to cover in the new batch. That is on next Wednesday, the new batch is started. Okay. Python related one we are not covering because if we are including Python also, it is taking 4 more months. Okay. We as the Power BI data analytics, only 3 to 4 months, 3.5 months only cover this one. Understand clearly or not? Okay. But see here, if I explain clearly Excel, you no need to prepare Power BI. If I explain Power BI, no need to prepare Excel. Like that it will be. That means interlinked applications, all these are. Understand clearly. Okay. And here, like this is the new source. New source means connecting with the different data sources that you can do it here itself. Understand clearly. Not only this one, in transform tab also, you see the same options are repeated. Okay. You can rename. If you want to rename a column, then rename is the option. Click on the rename. See here, it is converted. Suppose I want to rename this particular column. Two ways. Double click on that column header or else select the column and click on rename. See here, I want to rename this column. Just double click on the column header. It is converted into editable mode and you can change the column name. Or else select the column and click on and move. That means if you want to move the column from one place to another place. Actually, this column is in third place, right? I want to move to the second place. Either you can drag and drop or by using move option also you can do that one. See here, the drag and drop also you can move or else move option also you can use it. Understand clearly? Same split column options. And here, see here, there are different format options. Like suppose, for example, see here, lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word. That means capitalize each word means lowercase, uppercase, you know. That means it is converted all or each and every character is converted into small letter. Uppercase means each and every character converted into capital letters. Okay. Capitalize each word means okay. In each and every word, starting character only capital letter. Remaining characters are small letter. Like that it is converted. Understand clearly or not? Okay. And here, merge columns is the option. That means merge column means if you want to combine multiple columns into single column. That means you didn't understand what I am saying, right? Suppose I want to combine country column as well as month column. What you have to do? First, you need to select these columns. Whichever columns you want to combine, those columns you have to select by using Control plus click. See here, click on merge. Now, did you see? Understand or not? Like this. Okay. Length means what is a length? Means How many number of characters are there? If you want to count it, then we have to use this length option. Like a date, all these things. There are different options are there. So by using all these options, okay, by using all these options, you can clean the data in this Power Query, Excel Power Query. And once this is done, what you have to do? You have to load this particular data. And if you want to enable a connection, or if you want to load this final data in the spreadsheets, then click on close and load. If you want only connection, click on close and load. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? This is what. Did you see here? This is only connection, it will be there. Don't worry. Okay. But how to change the connection to showing the spreadsheet, I will tell you later. Okay. This is about Excel Power Query related operations. That is what we can. Did you remember each and every option, right? The same options, I can show it in Power BI also. Understand? Okay. Suppose this is enabling only connection. You know how to enable a only connection, right? You have to select a create on load only, right? Load connection only. Then connection only it is enabled. Now I want to convert this particular data in showing in the spreadsheet. How to do that one? Right click on this particular data set. Did you see? Click on load to. There is an option. Right click on that particular data set. Click on load to. Here. Only create connection is there. You have to select a new table. And here, do you want to create a new sheet or existing worksheet? New sheet, I want to create the same data. See in sheet 4, the same data related data set data, you can show it in the text. Understand clearly? That is what these are all the operations. That is Power Query related operations. Understand clearly? Next one. What is the next one? Formulas and functions. How you can do that formulas and functions? It is very, very simple. All the what is a function? What is the function here? Function is nothing but, okay, nothing but dynamic. See, whatever operations we did it in Power Query, those are static. Okay. But whatever functions you applied, those are dynamic. When the data is loaded automatically based on the selection of the data, the results are also calculations also changed. Then we have to use by using only functions only we can use. And here functions mean it's not like 10 lines of code or 13 lines of code. Okay. Simply we have 1, 2 lines. Okay. One word names only it is there. In your education, okay, what mathematical operations we did it, the similar type of mathematical operations it is available, but here we can call it as a function. Understand? Okay. See here. Suppose, for example, I want to calculate the total of this ID column. Then, if I want to calculate the total of this ID column, what operation I need to do? Yeah. What operation? That means sum. Means, right? I want to calculate the total of this particular column. Then how to calculate the total of this particular column? Total means sum. Understand? Sum. That means here that sum function you can apply that one. Understand? See here. Suppose for example, sum means how to apply the formulas here. In Power BI, formulas you applied in a different options. But in Excel, in whichever cell you want to see the total value, there itself you can write the function. Understand or not? In Excel, where you want to see the total value, you have to select the cell value, and in that cell only you're writing a function into that one. Okay. How you can do that one? Double clicking on this one is equal to, you have to put is equal to one. What is that one? What function? Sum function. Okay. See here. Sum. See here. When you write SU, SU related, what functions are there in Excel? Those all it will comes here. Okay. See here, I'm writing this one. Double clicking on this one. It is asking the it is asking the column related values. Here, what you need to do, which values you wanted, just to select those cell values. Okay. Just to select the cell values of that particular column. That means in those cell values, whatever it is there, it will calculate the total and it will give the result. Close the bracket. Click on enter button. Did you see? What is that one it is showing? What is that one it is showing? Total 10. 10 is there. 10 is correct or not? Check it once. See here. Whether 10 is correct or not. 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. Pavan, Pavan, కొంచెం వాటర్ తీసుకో. So this is related. Not only this one. Suppose for example, I want to calculate, I want to calculate average. You know, right? Average. How you need to calculate average. Average means what is the formula? Sum of values by number of. See here. Average means what is that one? You will have in your education, there is a formula. Sum of values by number. Same formula. But you don't need to write any formula. Inside that one, you just need to select the column values, then automatically average formula, the same formula, it is calculated by Excel it is. Understand? See here. Again, in this here itself, in this cell, I want to see that average. So in that cell, you have to first you have to put equal to, very important. Before writing a formula, is equal to here. And after that, you can write the formula, whatever it is, average. And here, what column values, you have to select those column values and close the bracket. Did you say? 2 point. Whether 2.5 is correct or not, check it. Sum of values by number of values, formula is there, right? Apply that one. Sum of values means 10. Number of values means how many number of rows? 4 records. So 10 divided by 4 means 2.5 only. That is what it is showing here. See, understand clearly. Is that clear? And okay. This is not only this one. Suppose I want to count how many number of records are there in this particular column. Then you have to apply. What is the function you have to apply? Count. Okay. Count function. In this count function, in this name column, how many number of records are there? I want to count it. So for this one, here itself in this cell, you have to write is equal to after that. Oh, hmm, here. See here, just you have to pass this one. Sorry. Count function is applied for only on number column, not on character column. So that's the reason it is showing empty. In Excel, count function, we can apply it on only on number. Okay. So I will tell you for character what function is applied, is going to apply. See here, how many records are there? Four. And one more important point in count is it will count only numeric or decimal related columns only. Character column cannot count. That is the first point. Second point is it will count not blank values only. Understand? Understand clearly? These are the different. Don't worry, but in the regular class, I will tell you like 10 to 15 functions. What functions it will be there? What are the major functions? How to implement those related one? I will clearly explain. Yeah. Understand clearly? So these are the functions. How you can apply it in Excel means this is the way. Always the functions are single word functions only. Understand? Now, see here. Next one is creating a pivot tables. How to create a pivot table? Let's see. Under insert, okay. See, there is a pivot. What is the meaning of pivot tables? Means see, either pivot table means it is similar like a table only, but in normal tables, what it is that one always the column values it will shows in a vertical manner. Suppose there is a country column values are there. Those always it will shows in a vertical manner. Okay. The same column values, I want to see it in a horizontal manner. Horizontal means like column names wise. I want to see column names wise. I want to see the columns. Understand? I want to see the column values in a horizontal manner. That means horizontal means like this. Vertical means straight line. Understand clearly? No? Okay. So in then if you want to show the data, then must and should you have to use pivot table. When you click on pivot table, see here, here you can first what you can do, you already have some tables are there. Those tables, by using those tables, you can create a pivot table. So I'm using this one. Use external data source. Use an external data source means already some table is created. That table related connection I want to enable. Choose connection. See here. Now you have two tables, right? Data table and financial tables, right? Which one you want? That you can select it and click on and click on OK. Now, did you see? Where is that one? Where is that one? Yeah. See here. This is pivot table. It is that means the complete page is converted into pivot format of a table. Understand? So after first the page is converted into pivot format of table. This particular table, I want to show the columns in that particular pivot table. How to show it? See, whichever table you are getting here, okay, whichever table we are getting here, that table, okay, that table columns, you can place it in different ways here. There are different categories are there in pivot table. What is that one? Filters, columns, rows, values. That means if suppose if any of the column here, the columns are there, if any of the column, if you place it in filter, it is acts like a filter. Filter means selecting. Whichever you selected, those related one only it will shows in the pivot table. That is filter. I will show you, don't worry. Whichever column you are placing in columns in the pivot table, those column values in a column values it will shows in a horizontal manner. That is column value. Understand clear? Rows means in a vertical wise values it will shows. Values means under that means for each and every column what value is there that you can see it. I will show you all the cases. So first I'm selecting country column, just drag and drop and put it in a filter. Now see here in a country, this is a country column. Here itself you can see the, when you click on the drop down, you will see the values here under the country. Which values you required, select this multi selected items. Which values you required, that you can select it. Which values you didn't require, you have to uncheck it like this. This is called filter. You can place n number of columns if it is required. Understand or not? Next, what is the next one? Columns. Like I want to place month name in columns. Then did you see all the months, whatever months are there, those all the months in column names wise it will show. Did you see that one? That is one. Suppose for example, now product column I want to place it in rows. Now see here, these are the months. For which column you are placing in product, it will shows in a vertical manner. Column, month name column, if you place it in columns, what will happen? It will shows in a horizontal manner. This is the meaning. Understand? Now, if you place the profit in values under each and every month, under each and every product, what value profit is that? That it value it is. See here, Amarilla is the one. Under Amarilla, under January, this is the total profit. Understand clear? Actually, it is showing like a count. I want some. Then see here, select this one. How you can do that one means click on this particular drop down, value field settings, and here itself you have to select the sum. Click on. Okay. Maybe why it is not showing? Because the column it is not in a numeric format. It is in a character. So that's the reason it is showing. So what you have to do is, don't worry. Uh, uh, See here, I need to change the data type to decimal. See here, I'm changing. Now click on close and lock. Yes. Go to, I need to click on refresh. Refresh. Click on it. Now see here. Did you see? Previously it is showing 0. Why? Because the data type of the column is in character. If you change it to numeric or a decimal, then you will see the sum. Understand clearly? So this is about pivot tables. Understand? This is how you can create the pivot tables. Okay. So you just need to drag and drop the columns here, then automate. Suppose I'm choosing, like suppose France related data. Select the France and click on OK. Now see here. Here also France related values only it will show. This is called filter. This is the pivot table structure. Understand clearly? Like this. Is that clear or not? This is how you can create pivot tables and everything. Okay. Next one. What is the next option? See here. See here. Did you see? pivot table. Next one is in Excel, we can create the charts also. Let's see how to create a chart. Suppose I want to create a chart based on this pivot table. So that's the reason what I'm doing here it is, I'm selecting the columns, like these are the columns I'm selecting. See, on which column basis you want to create a visual, you have to select it on that particular pivot table. And after that, okay, in insert, see here, sometimes, see here, what is this one? 2D column. See here, did you see? What is that one? Umbrella. What is that one? January, February, March, April, May, June. Why? Only you are selecting that one only. That one only it will show. Not only this one. Vijay, I want to change this to pivot. See, under insert tab, here the charts and visualizations are available. Whichever is required, that you can select that one in that format. And here you can select the month names directly here. I don't want April. Okay. Then without April related one, I want to see only Mexico. Okay. See here, Mexico related format only it will like that. You can simply create that charts here, but you cannot create more visualization, but it is not looks good. Okay. That's the reason always Power BI is the best option. Understand clear? So this is how you can create like a, see, Excel is also ETL. That means extraction. That means by selecting the data source, we are pulling the data, right? By using in Power Query, we are doing some transformation options. That is transform, loading. That means whatever the final data is that we are loaded in the spreadsheets. This is ETL. Understand clearly? The same thing in Power BI also we can do. Understand clearly? Anyone having any doubts in this particular Excel related one? See, this is workshop. Workshop means 2 to 3 hours only. In the 3 hours, I need to cover Excel, Power BI, SQL Server means it's difficult, right? But when you go with the regular class, each and every point individually, I will explain you. Understand, Koti? Okay. Thank you, Ajit. Okay. Nitin, I will give you an examples in the regular class, not now, because I need to cover other related tools also, right? Because data analytics means it is a combination of tools. Okay. So that's the reason other related tools also I need to explain. But giving more examples in the regular class, give that one. No, completely different. Pandas, it will comes on Python related one. Okay. Mm. That later. Okay. But right now, actually, I am planning to take up to now, I'm giving only Power BI training classes only. Okay. Now, Power BI as well as like data analytics also for that one, but it will take some time to take the Python related also because it's not easy. 4.5 months, it's a complete course. It is at that. So many people are not waiting at that point of time. Okay. So right now, these are the things: Excel, Power BI, and SQL Server. These related things. Okay. Don't worry, in the regular class, I'm giving 100% assurance for each and every student. Like this explanation only it is. Some trainers, what they will do is, like they are giving in the demo session, like in a good manner. After paying the fees, like nothing will be there in that one. Okay. But I am not like that. If you want, you can inquire with the different people or students. Here, my students are also available. You can check with with those students how I am teaching in the either in the classes it is in regular class it is. Okay. In regular class, my students are also available here. I already take the classes for my student like Power BI and SQL Server. You can check with those people how I'm teaching with all the things. Okay. In regular class also, same thing. Thanks, Salim. Okay. In the regular class also, same like that. Excel also, 15 classes, 15, 1 5. One day only I'm teaching like this. 15 classes means too many things will be there. Okay. So don't worry. Okay. And in the regular class, we will cover all the things. Okay. Don't worry about those. Next, what is the next one? This is about how we can draw the charts and everything that we can do it. What is the next topic? The next tool is like Power BI. What is Power BI? Power BI is a business intelligence tool. What is that? Power BI is a business intelligence tool. Okay. Business intelligence means similar like Excel only. Getting a data, ETL, extraction, transformation, loading. But here, present the data in a picture. See here. You're in Excel, you're doing extraction. That means extraction means connecting with a different data source and load the data. And after that, by using Power Query, you're doing some modifications. Second thing. Third thing, what you are doing in the Excel, that data you can present it in a spreadsheet in the table format in each and every spreadsheet. That's what you are doing. But in Power BI, extraction same, transformation same, but loading the data in a visualization. Because why visualization? Because I will show you. See here. Suppose for example, see, I want to see the segments. There are different segments are there. I want the channel partners. I want channel partners, total sales. Then what it is, I want to filter the channel partners and then select this one. I want to see here. Here actually the data type is a different one. That's the reason. Data type, if you change it, then here, what is the total value that it will show? Like this, if any column, if you want to see, that is the drawback in spreadsheet. What is the drawback in spreadsheet? At a glance, we cannot see the complete overall data, that it is not possible in this one. Okay. That we can do it in Power BI. Let's see. See how we can do it in the Power BI. Okay. See here. Power BI is a business intelligence tool by Microsoft. It helping the analyze the data and creating interactive dashboards and real-time projects like real-time reports. What business you also require. Okay. Based on that, we need to care. That means used by business to make data-driven decisions. That means whatever the business data is there, with the data, how the user can understand in that manner if you want to present it. Okay. That we can call it as a data driven decisions. Understand? Okay. So in this Power BI, there are key components: Power BI desktop, Power BI service, Power BI mobile, Power BI gateway, and Power BI report. Okay. Here, when you want to create any Power BI reports, this software must and should required. Only if you want to create the reports means Power BI desktop software. Similar like Excel. Excel is also software, right? What we are doing in your local system, you're doing. Even Power BI desktop also it is a software that you have to create the reports in either in the laptop or a desktop only. This software you required. Okay. What is Power BI service? Once the report creation is done in Power BI desktop, those all the reports you can move it into Power BI service. Power BI service is a online. It is a software. It is a software. This is online. Why we are moving a report from Power BI desktop to Power BI service means for sharing a reports to the different users. See here, for sharing a reports, this Power BI service is used. If you want to, whatever reports you shared, other people, if you want to see that report means by using Power BI mobile only, they can view. Understand? Power BI mobile only, they can view that one. What is gateway? Gateway means like in Power BI service itself, we can refresh the reports. If you want to refresh the reports means must and should gateway is required. Okay. Understand clearly? Power BI report, on-premise report. That means, okay, that means Power BI report is nothing but Power BI server. Okay. That means in the server also you can create and store the data and everything. Understand? Rajwal, please wait. At the end, I will give some time to you to ask the questions. Up to that, please listen. Because we didn't have a time. Okay. I need to cover each and every point. Okay. Because at least student want to know what I am covering. What, see, some people are facing so many, some students are facing so many problems after paying the fees. Okay. They don't know how I am teaching and what problems they are facing. After clearing the fees, they cannot get the amount and all these problems they are facing. So that's the reason I need to explain for each and every student what is data analytics, how it will be there, whether can they suitable to this particular one or not. Okay. For that, we need to do that one. So that's the reason. Please wait. I'm at the end. I will give 1 hour time. See here. Yes. Now, which software is required? Power BI desktop software. So in Power BI desktop, what are all the things we can do? I will tell you. Listen carefully. Now, just open Power BI desktop software. Okay, in the regular class, I will tell you how to install it, but here I'm not covering any installation part here. Okay, I already have Power BI desktop. The Power BI desktop software is look like this. This is the format of Power BI desktop software. Okay, click on this one. Same. You can remember Excel related one. Same operation that we can do it here. Okay, click on. Once you open Power BI desktop, you have to click on blank report. See here. Did you see the options, whatever it is there in Excel? Similar type, not all the options, similar type of options here also it is there. Okay. This is the Power BI canvas. Okay. This is a Power BI desktop canvas application. Here itself, here itself, you can you can create the reports. How to create? Same extraction, transformation, loading. Okay. But in Excel, there is one drawback is there. What is the drawback? Less data source connections are there. But in Power BI, a number of data sources are there. In Excel, did you see? I will show you the differences. Okay. See here. Later, not now. Okay. At the end, I will tell you. Okay. See here. In this particular one, there in Excel, what you are doing, like, did you see like a cut, copy, paste format printer? Some other options are like similar. Okay. And here in Power BI also, what we can do, if you want to extraction means what? You have to connect with the different data sources and load the data. If you want to connect with the different data sources and load the data in Power BI, you have to use get data is the option. There in Excel, what is that one? Under data tab, what is that one? New query. Here, get data is the option. Okay. When you click on more, you will see there are n number of data sources are available. These are all the data sources. Suppose I want to load Excel workbook or CSV, XML, JSON. Did you see same related option? But there less. Here it is more data sources are there. Click on Excel. See here, I'm selecting the financial data. Did you see when you are connecting with a data source in Excel, when you are connecting any data source in Excel, see here, below that, load, edit, cancel. In Power BI also, did you see? Load, transform data, cancel. Here in Excel Power Query operations. In Power BI, if you want to do any modifications on the data, then we have to use transform data or Power Query Editor window here also. But this is Power BI Power Query Editor, that is Excel related Power BI. Okay. If you want to do the modification, click on transform data. Then a new window will open. This window we can call it as Power Query. Did you see, did you observe that one in Excel? What operations are there? Same thing. Close and apply. There, close and load. Okay. New source. When you want to connect with any data sources. Did you see here? Here also. Did you see? Did you see here? New source, right? Here, did you see? Here also, you can connect with the different data sources and everything. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Not only this one. Did you see refresh option? Did you see properties? Properties means changing the data set name. Did you see advanced editor? Yes. Choose columns, remove rows, huh? Sort column, split column, group by, data type changing, use first row as header, replace value, merge queries, append queries. When you go to the transform data, did you see move option, format option, merge columns? All the things are same. That's the reason Power BI is the basic thing for data analytics. Okay. Power BI is the powerful one for the data analytics course. If you know the Power BI completely, no need to prepare Excel. That's what I'm teaching to the existing students. Some students are asking at the time of joining, like Vijay, do I need to learn Excel? Means not required because same options, similar type of options. Okay. So, but in the new batch, Excel also it is included. Okay. I'm covering Excel related topics also because same. Okay. Even I'm showing, see here, date, all the options. Okay. Whatever we are discussing in Excel, same thing. Did you see here in Excel? Here, remove columns, remove rows, remove duplicates, split. Vijay, where remove duplicates are there? Here, if you expand the remove rows, remove duplicate, remove errors like this. Did you see? Split column. All these merge queries, append queries. When you go to the transform data, did you see? Like a pivot columns, unpivot columns. Here also same. Pivot columns, unpivot columns, move column, format option, capitalize each word, merge columns. Okay. And statistic standard. See here, statistic standard, scientific, date. And not only this one, in add columns also, whatever options are there. Similar type of options here also. Did you see this one? That's the reason. Okay. Whatever I'm explaining in Excel, same things here also. Like you can change the column name. Another advantage, see, Power BI is a user friendly. That's the reason everyone nowadays, everyone, each and every company, each and every project they are trying to use Power BI. User friendly. Let's see. Double click on that one, you can change the data set name. Double click on this one, column name changing. Or else if you want to change the data type of this column, see here, beside there is ABC is there. Here also you can change the data type. Understand? Or else, like if you want to remove the columns or choose columns, I told you this one in Excel. Same operation that we can do it here also. Understand clearly now. This is about Power Query in Power BI. Very easy if you know Excel. Or else if you know Power BI, you can handle the Power Query in Excel also. Understand? Not even changing one point also. But here, close apply is there. There, close and load is there. That is the difference. Okay. See here. Once you close and load, what will happen here? The data will be loaded here and loaded in the model. And after doing that, see here, this is the one. Suppose here also in Power BI also we can apply the functions. But functions, okay, not like in the cell wise. Here the canvas is different. Okay. What we can do, functions are applied on a column level or a single value related. Like suppose, for example, see here. Mhm. Understand? Now see here. Here, here DAX functions here. Here, like functions we can apply. But here, whatever functions there in Excel, same as it is. No change in that one. But here, those functions we can call it as DAX, data analysis expression. In this Power BI, if you want to apply the functions, in three options only you are applying. But in Excel, in any cell, you can apply the function. But here, not in the cell wise. In three options only, you can apply the function. Those are new measure, new column, and new table. Understand clearly? Na? Okay. If it is a new measure, see here, click on this new measure. Then automatically, see here, immediately the formula bar is appear. What is new measure related one? If any function, that means whichever functions returns a single value, those all we can apply it on measure. Because why they are categorized into three? Because in the functions itself, they are categorized into three in Power BI. One is few functions returns a single value. Those we can apply it on new measure. Okay. So, okay. So few functions we can apply it on new column. Understand? That means this is okay. Few functions are row level calculation based. Row level calculation based functions it is. That's the reason those you can apply it on new column. Some functions are create a new table itself. It will create a new table. Those we can apply. But don't worry, in all the three options, I can explain to you. See here. Suppose, for example, in new measure, click on new measure, and here itself, like I want to apply. See here, I want to see the total value or some or average or all these functions are returns a single value, right? That's the reason I can apply it on measure because whichever functions returns a single value, only one value, those all we can apply it on new measure. Understand? Like some. Here you can give first you can give any name. After is equal to you can call the function name. What is the function name? Sum. On which column? Suppose sales column. Just column name you can pass it here. There itself you have to select the cell values. But here no need to select the cell value. Just whichever data set, whichever column is there, that column you can pass it here. Here, just close that one. Now, see here. What is that one? It is created. Now you want to see that particular value where we can see the measure value in the visualization. Okay. Where the visualizations are available under build tab here itself by taking a different types of visualizations here and you can place that particular. See here XYZ. Did you see this? It is showing 18. 118 point. I want to see the complete value. There are some format changes for each and every visualization. For that, you have to go to the format and do some changes. After creating a visual, like a color wise, font wise of that particular one, must and should you need to go to format only. Here only you can do the changes. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Here, did you see call out option? Here itself, I'm decreasing the size here. Okay. Did you see? Size is decreased. And display units, none. Because I want to see the complete value. That's the reason. Don't worry. In the regular class, I will teach you each and everything. Okay. Here. Okay. Did you see? Here, the total. See how simple it is. Okay. Not only this one, even average. Also, I'm calculating an average. See here. Again, average also returns a single value, right? Again, go to modeling. There itself, new measure. In new measure only, you can apply it. All the functions you can apply it on new measure, new column, in new table only, not any other options. Remember. Okay. In new measure, click on this one. Understand clearly? See here, average. That means in this average also, did you see that in average function, you just pass the column name. That's it. Automatically in Power BI itself, same formula. Sum of values by number of values. But Power BI will take care. But you, what you need to do, you just need to pass the column name inside that one. Understand clearly? No? That's what it is doing here. How simple it is. Huh? Not only this one. Suppose, for example, now you understand whichever functions it is single value. Not only this one, count or anything you can apply it. See here, how many number of records are there in a sales column I want to know. That is count is also single value, right? That's the reason I'm applying in the measure. Okay. See here, count. Here you can give the name. You can give any name, but whatever function name is there, that function name you can give it here. Why? Because for identification purpose. By seeing the name, I need to understand what function is applied inside that particular one. Okay. For that, I'm writing the same function name here. Or you can give different name also. Understand? Count of country. Clear? Oh, again. Just close this one and see here. Select it automatically. It will. But in regular class, I will tell you. Okay. See, 15 classes for Excel. Okay. 60 classes for Power BI. 20 classes for SQL Server. This is how it will be there. Okay. Each and every point I will explain to you. There is no doubt in that particular one. Okay. See here, like this, it will be there. Suppose, for example, okay, I want to apply the function, some of the functions in new column. Now, what is that one? Suppose there is a date column is there. Using a date column, I want to generate month number. I want to extract a month number in this particular one. Check, check now, yeah. Oh, see what? Hmm. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Understand clearly or not? This is count. So suppose, for example, on the date column, I want to extract month number. Then what I need to do? That means here, did you see the month here? What is the month here? December. Here, June. That means each and every row having a different value, different month numbers, right? That's the reason. Okay. Whichever whichever DAX functions are on row level, That means each row having a different value. Then those related functions you can apply it only in new column. Understand clearly? Anand? One second. ఎంత తీసుకున్నాను అదేలే understand clearly Anand? Okay, so here you can you can apply that in a new column. See here what function it is. Month, right? Month numbers, right? Just simply like pass like month. Okay, month of date column. Now see here. Here for December 12th month. June. Did you see? Whenever the row level, row, each row having a different values, if you want to generate those related action, we can apply it on new column. This is the scenario. New table also it is there. Means what is the new table related? Some DAX functions are creating in a new table. Understand or not? What is that one? Suppose I want to create a new table like columns wise, rows wise. I want to create a new table in new table. So for that one, there is a DAX function called data table. Data table. Okay. Data table. In this data table, see here, column names, ID, and the data type is integer, comma, name, mm, string. See here, one. Yeah. See here, execute. See here, same table. That's what. Understand or not? In these three options only, all the functions we can have. There are categorized into three. Single value functions, row level calculation functions, new table creation functions are there. Those all we can apply it in this one. Understand clearly. And finally, you can present that particular data in a different visualization. Suppose, for example, see here, you just need to, here, there it is presenting the data in a table format in spreadsheets. But in Power BI, up to now, all the things are same. Extraction, transformation, both same. But loading, you have to present it in the visualization directly here. Suppose, for example, country. You just need to choose the column, then automatically visual is created. Did you see? Visual is created. Not only this one, take any of the one. Suppose, for example, this one. Okay, like this. This is a pie chart. See how simple it is. There itself, you have to choose and everything. But here, choose the visualization and drag and drop the columns into this one. Okay, and here, sales, total sales. Did you see? Okay. See here, here the color is there, United States of America. This is the one. What is the total sales of United? When you mouse over it, you will see that particular value. Understand clearly? Like that, we need to create a different types of visualization, whatever you required with a simple manner. Understand clearly? That's what I'm explaining here itself. Getting a data, we connecting with the different data sources and doing some cleaning the data, transformation option, and build the model means providing a relationship. I will tell you, or creating a measures or using DAX function. Already explained. Create the reports. Okay. I I showed you a few of the charts, visualizations, and everything, right? Now you have to publish this report into Power BI service. For what is the purpose? Because in Power BI desktop, you are creating a reports. Those reports, if you want to share it to the different users, then must and should you have to use, you must and should you need to publish into Power BI service. From there, you can share it to the different people. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? Okay. Okay. So this is the one. What is the next one? See here. In Excel, powerful features is drag and drop the visualization. That's what I'm doing, right? And filtering the values. Here in Power BI, we can filter also. We can filter the values also. Okay. We can filter the values also. How you can filter the values means here, same in Excel also we are filtering, right? Same here also. There is a visual. In visual level, we can filter. There is a visual called slicer. Here itself, there is a slicer is there. Okay. And whatever column is required, you can just drag and drop and automatically this one, okay, automatically this one, whichever it is required. Suppose, for example, see here, France, right now. You can select Germany. Okay. If you want multi-selection, then under the format, there is a, okay, drop down is there. You can choose it. And the selection, you can choose this one. Okay. And here the values it is. Okay. Now see the values. And here itself, you can filter. See here, France, I'm selecting France related. If I'm selecting Germany, France and Germany related. In the visualization, automatically it will show. This is how the filter in the values in Power BI it is. The same thing here also. Did you see? Slices and filters, that is one. Uh, I already show how to apply the DAX formulas. Formulas means functions. Okay. Okay. These related one. AI visuals also there. Artificial intelligence visuals also there in Power BI. What are those visuals called? Means in insert. See here, there are Q&A visual, decomposition tree. These are. Suppose I'm taking one of the visual called Q&A visual. What I need to do? See here. See, this is a Q&A visual. This is AI related visual. Here, you just need to type the question. Automatically, visual is created. Understand? See here. Suppose, for example, total sales. See here. If you click on this one, did you see? Total sales value to you. Can see. Here itself, you can filter it. If you are not filtering total value. This is one visual. If you change the question, automatically visual also changed in this one. Suppose, for example, country wise total sales. See here. Did you see visually changed or not? Country wise total sales it will choose. That means in Power BI, AI type of visuals also there. If you type a question, automatically visual is created. Sometimes user, whatever visuals we created, user don't want to accept it. User is asking like, I need my input. Based on my input, automatically visual is created. Then you have to suggest AI related visuals. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Not only this one. Okay. See, in real world, how we can use Power BI means like in retail sector, in financial sector, in healthcare sector, in marketing wise, in any way, Power BI is very, very useful. It's a powerful tool. Understand each and every project they are using Power BI related one. Once you have a getting a knowledge in Power BI, you never leave that particular tool. Always you will be there because you already worked in other tools. Compare with other tools to Power BI. Power BI is very comfortable. Okay. Within 2 minutes, you can do that one. And after that, you can spend the other time with the other related activities. For that one, we can use. That's the reason Power BI is very powerful. In any sector nowadays, Power BI is used. In retail sector, financial sector, healthcare, marketing, okay, and other related things also. Okay. Next, this is about Power BI related one. Now we need to discuss database. What is a database? Means database is nothing but storing the data. I told you, right? Storing the data, storing the data in a secure manner is called database. There are different. One advantage in database is if you learn one particular database like Oracle, SQL Server, like Sybase, MySQL, or any other related database, you no need to prepare because all are similar type of databases. Understand? If you store, that means in SQL Server, we are storing the data in which in a secure manner because data is very important. With the data only, other applications are used to present it in which format is required. But see here, we cannot keep the data in any format in a unwanted locations, right? Okay, you have to store your because that is your business data. Business data must and should you need to store it in a secure manner. For that, best suggestion is database is the best one. Any database, Oracle, SQL or anything. Okay. But I'm covering in this course SQL Server. If you know SQL Server, you can easily handle Oracle and other related database also. Okay. Only environment change, but queries, whatever it is there, those all the things are same. It is. Understand? Just for storing the data in a different ways, then we can use databases. That is, SQL Server is one of the database. Understand clearly? See here, introduction. What is here? What is SQL Server? It is a RDBMS, relational database. What is the meaning of relational database management? Means RDBMS follows some rules. Those rules we can call it as EF card rules. Okay. Some rules will be there. Based on that, RDBMS are designed. So that's the reason in SQL Server, suppose you are writing select star from table. The same query you are writing in Oracle, MySQL, Hadoop, and all. Because each and every database is following RDBMS. What RDBMS structure is there? The same structure every database is following. That's the reason if you know one database, other databases are very easy to handle it. Only environment. That means SQL Server, we required SSMS. But Oracle client is a application, software is required. Like that. Environment is different. But writing the queries all are same only. Okay. It allows, see here, allows you store or retrieve the data. That means you are storing. What data you are storing, I want to see. At that point of time, you can use different types of commands and to retrieve the data or managing the data. Managing means, suppose for example, I want to modify it or else like I don't want this record. I don't want a column. Then you can delete those all we can managing on operations in that particular one. Understand or not? And secure data using SQL, because we are storing, whatever, see, you will see in a different television site itself, this application is hacked, this application is, but no one is hacked database. Why? Because database is there in a software. Understand? Database is there in local systems, but applications are in online. It is there. That's the reason some different people are hacking that one. If it is online, very dangerous. That's the reason. Whichever data is in a secure manner, those there, they cannot keep it in a online application. They can keep it in a local system. Okay, that's the reason no one can hack it. This is a secure data. It will secure the data. Yeah. So that's the reason every business data users are storing in databases, either in Oracle or SQL or Hadoop, HANA, or anything. Understand? And any type of data, it will store it in a databases. Healthcare data, banking data, retail data, education data, anything. Okay. What is SQL Server database lifecycle is requirement analysis, design, development, testing, devel- deployment, maintenance. What are these? These are the life cycles. That means if you want to create, if you want to store the uh, data in a secure manner in databases, means this life cycle, each and every organization will follows. First, what type of data? Requirement analysis means, suppose, for example, there is a numeric type of data is there. I want to store the numeric type of data in one column, and that column name, I'm giving a name. Is that the proper naming convention? No. Naming numeric related data, numeric type of column names you have to give. I the column name I'm giving product date, but I'm storing numeric type. Is that the proper way? No. Here, they are analyzing what business users data is there, in which way we can store it. They are analyzing here itself. After that, they are designing the database structure. They are designing the database structure. Okay, how many columns are required? What data type, proper data type you need to assign for that one. So those all they need to design here itself. Development. Develop Development means those related one, whichever you analyze it, those tables are created. You need to create those tables. Okay. Procedures or triggers, all these things that you can create it in databases. That is called development. Testing means whether the data, whatever you are loading, whether it is correct or not. Okay. By writing some queries, you need to test that particular one. Understand clearly? Okay. Those are performance, query performance. Okay. Understand? I will tell you how it is query performance. Deployment. Move this database into production. That means once everything testing part is completed, you have to move that particular data into live. Production means live connection. Okay. Maintenance, monitoring. Maintenance means whether it is showing correct or not. Users are maintaining the data or developers are maintaining the data. Okay. That means whether whatever data we are seeing in the application, whether the data is correct or not, that you can do it in the maintenance. Understand clearly? Or not? Okay. So for SQL Server, okay, the architecture is these are the way. Database first database engine, SQL operating systems, query processor, okay, storage engine. Okay, there are different things are there. In the regular class, I will tell you what is this one and everything. Okay. Command example. You see, in the regular class, I will tell you there are different types of commands are there. For creating, different commands are there. For storing, different commands. For modifying, different command. For deleting the data, there are different command is there. For retrieving the data, different command. That is, for retrieving the data, select is a command. or data query language. Okay. For modification, data manipulation language. For creating a table structures or any object structure, DDML is the one. Okay. Data definition language. Okay. But in regular class, 20 classes will be there. Each and every point I will explain to you. Okay. Real world application, how it is used in SQL Server, in real world. Okay. In the application wise, users can see, not database. They cannot see the database because if the users can see the database means it's a very, that is someone, it is not in a secure manner. That's the reason whatever the data we have it in the databases, that data we can pull it into Power BI, and the Power BI itself we can show it. Understand clear? Okay. So that is the real time examples means when we are discussing with the regular class, real time projects, I will explain to you at that point of time how it is used, everything you understand this one. This is about the complete workshop it is. Okay. Thanks for joining each and every one to this workshop. Okay. If so, on Wednesday, new batch is started. Coming Wednesday, new batch is started. Who are interested, those people, please connect with Naresh IT. They will tell you at what time, when the class will be started, each and everything. Don't worry. This I will share in the regular class it is. Okay. So I will share this PPT also to the admin team. You can check with the admin team. They will provide all the details. Okay. Please note it down, this contact number. Call to this one. They will tell you at what time and when it will be started. Understand? Now, who are having any doubts, please raise your hands. Okay. Rajwal, tell me, man.
So good afternoon. My question is related to Power BI. Where
Mhm.
Power BI desktop is a development tool, then Power BI server service is
Yeah,
a hosting tool. There's a
yeah,
one more Power BI mobile.
yeah.
Does it require to go via Power BI service or it do have a directly connected, can be connected directly to
See,
Power BI mobile?
Power BI mobile is, it is a Android, that means that is an application that it is available in your Android mobile. Under the Play Store, there is a Power BI, it is there. Okay. So you have to install it. Sometimes you are there. You are my client. You didn't have a time to open a laptop or a desktop, see the report. At that point of time, immediately you want to view the report. What is required? Power BI mobile is the option to view the report in your Android. Understand clearly?
So it's require Power BI service also because it's a cloud based, na? Mobile
Power
connect to the
BI is
cloud.
easy. Listen, Raju,
Yeah, yeah.
what we can do is in Power BI desktop, we are creating a report. Okay. Once we create the report, we are moving the reports in Power BI service. That is a cloud. Once we move the reports in Power BI service, from there you can share it to the different people like Rajwan, Ajit Kumar, Alin, Sinha. Like that, I'm sharing with their mail IDs. Once I share it, they can view the report in different devices. Like they can view the report in Power BI service also. They can view the report in mobile also. In your Android mobile, in Play Store, there is a Power BI application is there. If you install it, whatever reports developers are shared, those related reports you can view it in mobile, or you can view it in Power BI service also. Understand clearly, Rajwal? Rajwal, Rajwal.
Yes, yes, got it, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Any questions or anything? It's a long workshop. Everyone is getting bored. But there is no other alternative because three different applications I need to explain it. So that's the reason it is a time taking. Okay. Anyone having any doubts, please raise your hand. Yeah. Tell me, Ajit. Ajit.
Just tell me. You can unmute and speak it out. Ajit, are you there?
Yes, yes. Am I audible to you, Vijay sir?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell me, Ajit.
Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all.
Just I wanted to know how much does it course, the entire course which you explained today.
What is that one? What is that one? Can you repeat the one?
Uh, could you just please share how much does it cost, the entire course?
Yeah, the cost is
Fee
like it is 10,000. Okay. The the complete
10,000.
cost it is 10,000 or 10,000 or 11,000. Can you please check with the Naresh IT with this number? They will tell you exact cost and everything. Okay. Is that
Okay.
clear?
Okay,
Is
thank you.
there any other things on
Mm.
the call?
And classes will take place live, not it will be the recording session.
Like only. That means online as well as offline classes also is there. Who are interested, those come to the Naresh IT, wherever the classes is going on. There itself you have to come and listen the classes directly. Or else, if you are not available in Hyderabad, you can continue with online also.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone having any doubts or anything is that? Okay. So we can stop it here and we will continue. Okay. In the next workshop. Don't know when the next workshop is there. Just follow the narrative.
Yeah. Thanks for joining for each and everyone. Okay. So we can stop it here. We'll continue in the next workshop. Always just follow the Naresh IT. Naresh IT. We will provide all the workshops and everything when it will be started and everything that we will intimate in the Naresh IT Instagram itself or Naresh IT site itself. All the updates will be there. Just follow the Naresh IT, so you will have a clarity on what course you want to require to join it. Okay. So our team will help you and what course, how much cost and everything. And here in Naresh IT, all the expert trainers are only available here. They will give best training in each and everything. Okay. So you can always trust Naresh IT. Okay. Thanks for joining for each and everyone. Okay. We can stop it here and we'll continue in the next workshop. Bye guys. Thank you.